Evet efendim. Kaldığımız yerden diskoya devam ediyoruz. Şöyle yapalım. En son bir hanımefendiyle konuşmuştuk. Kendileri üst yerlerde eli kolu olan bir hanımefendi. Sorgulamak için gelmiş, şey yapamamıştı. Bize bir görev verdi. Uyuşturucu. Uyuşturucuların nasıl gittiğine dair bir şeydi. En son bu abimizde kalıyordu iş. Hemen kendilerini sorgulayacağız ama burayı yapmışız zaten. Shame on you.
We were promised work. We'd be in there. Work.
Başka bir şey konuşmak istiyorum.
Has turned his attention back to the gates. He ignores your presence.
What's it?
Neresin desem? Yanına gözüm bir yerden ısırıyor gibi.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid. The man
Oyunculuğumuz
has turned his attention elsewhere. He shakes his fist slowly while observing you from the corner of his eye.
bu adamdan bir şey çıkmadı.
Yes.
Gidelim şu adamla bir konuşalım.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab.
Ama
Smells
siyasi
like
bir şey ya.
politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
Ne demek
Kind of
grev
a
o zaman?
woman, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Onlardan pek hoşlanmıyorum.
Gotta be
Hoşlanmıyor
bloody
musun?
stupid, freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Hiç
We
konuşmayı
explain
denedim
the
mi?
matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Okay.
I was just
Anladım.
messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Evet, polis.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
Bu abimiz
Speaking
biraz
of, what
zeki
brings the
çıktı.
RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Tamam,
Murder,
cinayet soruşturmaya geldik,
That sounds
evet.
like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Yani
Of course, policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He
peki.
didn't do it. It's the truth.
Oo, okey. Oyunculuğumuz konuştu. Evet, kapıların arkasında
Friend,
ne
I
oluyor?
respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
Yani
I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
kafa tasçı.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The
Başka
man
sorularımız da
whispers
var.
a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Tamam,
You know,
grevi tekrar
serious
soralım.
business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty
Okay.
guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Bize görevimizi verdi. Bak
Good,
paran
my
ya.
friend. I can help you out.
Evet, yakalamaya çalışacağız. %42. Yaparsın be.
The coin now slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Yemedi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not
Okay.
slithering scabs.
Teşekkür ederiz. Hemen gidelim şu üstümüzdeki şeylerimizi satalım.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, one bottle equal. Your
Okay,
bottles
bunu biliyoruz
drop
zaten.
into the machine and the money appears with a satisfying.
Evet, artık daha da zenginim. Okey. Evet. Az önce buradan okudum. Saat 9'dan sonra uyuyabiliyormuşuz. Uyumak sağlık ve moralimizi tamamen yeniliyormuş. İnsanların çoğu 9'dan sonra uyuyor. Geceleri daha sakin. 2'den sonra kimse olmuyor. Şimdi şunu bir daha araştıracağım. Son oynadığımızda sanki bu adamı gösteriyordu ama
In the traffic jam. This big heavy grad made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The
Okay.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with the driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large muscular man. The title reads, Man from...
buralara baktığımız için şey yapıyorduk. Hızlıca geçeceğim. Bu bölgede böyle şeyler yaygın değil. Adamımız bu. Hemen başıyla ırkçı kamyoncuyu işaret ediyor. Irkçı kamyon... Aa, bu soldaki. Gel lan buraya.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Ne taşıdığını
not
söyle.
much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike.
Ne
Apple.
yükleyecek? Elma.
It's exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Peki.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, picked apples.
Bıyıklı.
You're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Arabacı ne demek?
Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines. Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
Yani sen bir öncüsün. Evet.
They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter.
Ne taşıyacağım? Peki bir daha böyle bir şey
They're
denesek.
shit, man. I don't let any... You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Mirizza. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage.
He eyes you wearily, unsure how.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. The man pulls on his cigarette furiously, probably still thinking about.
Yani tamam bu ırkçı adam ama bundan laf alamadık. Tamam.
Yes?
Yavaş öyle hoş geldiniz. Hoş bulduk efendim. Ve başarılı. Bundan da bir şey çıkmadı. Acaba günü bitirsek mi merak ediyorum. Oo, buralar kalabalıklaşmış. Bu abimiz kim?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Oh,
Olmaz,
excuse me.
içmeyeceğiz.
Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime? Maybe who cares?
Yok öyle bir şey yok. Aslında bütün mevzu para peki. Bu teyzemiz geçen sefer Kim abimizi göstermişti.
Hello, sweetie.
Selam canım.
Who's Sweetie?
Ben amcım.
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Tozoluğun eşillene. Cevaplara bak.
You must
Teşekkürler ya.
forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm
Tanıt bakalım
Lena.
kendini.
My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Nasıl yani? Uyumsuzlar çetesine girebilecek tuhaflıkta. Hemen ayarla onu. Bunu da böyle söylemezsin ya.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Parapleji.
A paraplegic is someone with
Teşekkürler
limited
ansiklopedi.
or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height
Wow.
or a grenade explosion.
That's
Evet,
quite a
kabalık
lot.
ettik.
I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Peki. Ne yapalım? Yuvarlamaya ne dersiniz? Bu ne demek abicim? Ne diyorsun ya? Ayarla onu dediği gerçekten düşündüğüm şey mi? Ne dersin ya? Ya abicim boş versene ya.
Probably roll with me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
Herhangi bir
Yes,
şey bilmiyorum.
officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Kim?
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
You know where we are, right?
Evet
That's
öyleyiz.
right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. How would
Burası
I
nasıl bir
even
yer?
begin
Bir
to
de
tell
senden
you?
dinleyelim.
Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
Allah Allah.
Fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
İlkbaharda değiliz. Kar duruyor yerde. 170. Bilmiyorum.
You're
970.
joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Nasıl ilkbahar? Dışarıda kar var.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about
Peki.
it there.
Ablamız bizim için
Now she
endişelenmiş.
relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question.
Nasıl bir
What regime
hükümet?
are we living under? What mode of government?
Polis rejimi değildi. Bir tür demokrasi olabilir. Proletaryanın diktatörlüğü diye düşünmek istiyorum ama içimden bir şey öyle bir şey olmadığını söylüyor. Liderlerimiz at sırtına dolaşan haber savaşçılar. Yani üç kağıt.
Oh no, nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
Ama
We
böyle bir
have
şey yok
almost
ki.
no government of our own. Certainly no machines.
I don't know. Still looks like there's a lot of hustling going on.
Evet üç kağıt
Maybe
kesinlikle.
she's wrong. Also,
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been... But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
Tabii ki ablacığım. Ellerinden öperim.
she's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Hemen.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Ama kim abi?
Of
Kalbimi
course.
kırdın.
Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I
Allah.
don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Oh,
Para var mı
sweetie,
ya?
I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles.
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Bunu denedik ya. Gönül telini titrettim.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Al bunu
Wonderful.
işte.
He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31.
Ben bunu istemiyorum.
Dingy races.
Nerede
Cross
satarım
the
bunu?
plaza and follow the road along the coast.
Meydanı geç.
Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn.
Peki teşekkür
Items that
ederiz.
can be pawned at Bird's Nest Road
Ivır zıvırcı
appear in
Roy'un
your
dükkanında
inventory
satılıyormuş.
under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Bunu geri alacağım ben
Not an
sana.
ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. Of course,
Yeter.
dear. Good luck with your case.
Teşekkürler. Ne kadar ediyormuş? Abicim bu da bir şey değilmiş ki tamam.
Yes?
Allah Allah. Direkt odaya gidip yatmayı deneyeceğim. Hemen.
The door is closed.
Ooh, is clear. Nasıl yani? Aa, tekrar yatamıyoruz ki.
Yes?
Evimizin nerede olduğunu hatırla, evden uzakta. Böyle bir şey düşünüyormuşuz. Hali vergilendirme. Yatamıyoruz ki. Adam borcumuzu ödememizi istemişti. Konuşalım tekrar. Aha, şu
Can I
an
help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought
Okay.
as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked.
No one was implying you were, officer.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Abiciğim ver anahtar işte.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Lurling'de bir şey gördüm.
Yes.
Borcunu.
Have you got it? A
Ne kadar
lot.
borcunu?
A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window,
130
130
mu?
real. Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Şu neymiş?
Thing.
Yemek salonunun sendika için ayırıldığını görmek istedim.
Yes,
Evet.
not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Yüzden moral bozukluğunu sana yöneltiyor. Misilleme yap.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
Okay.
Glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, you know.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding.
Yeah. The union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
Yani, değil mi?
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Kesinlikle.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okey, tamam.
Hey,
Retorik. Bana mı diyorsun?
you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Nasıl
You keep
olabiliyor bir
saying
söylenti?
things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
İşte.
Not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate man. Everyone can see that.
Retoriğim, ne anlatıyorsun
So
bize
tell me,
ya?
do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Bize fikir verebilir, o yüzden bırakmak istemedim. Belki düşünce için bir şeyler verir. Önce bu
Failure.
komünizm ne?
It's about failure. Of course,
Başarısızlık mı?
you are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh. You
Kim?
will reverse you alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized you against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces.
Komünistsiniz.
You alone, single-handedly. Now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Evet. Tam da düşündüğüm gibi. Ne statükocular var sanki. Statük. İnsanların komünizm. Beceri puanı 2 tecrübe 100. Allah Allah.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that then.
Yani param yok.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse.
Ah canım.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Does
Yes.
that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Bir şey
I
söylemek
understand your
üzere.
predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
Peki.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Anahtarım yok ki. Var mı?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Yes?
Ne demek ya? Beceri mi geldi? Evet. Let's go. Biri beceri. Bunları yükseltemiyoruz. Biraz daha Zihinsel bir güç şey yapıyorduk. İçimizdeki deniz. Başkalarını anla. Artık biraz kendimizi toplayıp bir otorite istiyorum ya. Kendimizi kabul ettirelim. Kesinlikle katılıyorum. Bunlar var. Oo. 2 beceri puanımız var. Dünyadaki sanatı fark et. Oyunculuk yap. Yalanlar için yalan söyle. Mantık. İrade neymiş? Kendine hakim ol. Tepki hızı. Birlik. Yani bir tane kas gücü verip oradaki ceketimizi alsak belki cebinde bir şeyler vardır. Bir tane de buna vereceğim ya. Buraya girebiliyor muyuz ya?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The door does not budge. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever.
Teşekkür ediyoruz. Bir arabasına gidelim bakalım ne diyecek.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. There's silver.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Jant kapaklarıymış ha.
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just...
A vanity
Okay.
you wouldn't mind. The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Ne kadar ediyormuş? 200 mü? Okey.
Yes?
Evet. Şimdi ikinci elciye gidip
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with
nehrin kenarında taş. İkinci elci. Şimdi ya. Hala burada mısınız siz ya? Bir içeri girip şey mi yapsak? Bu adam 9'dan sonra eve geliyordu. Bir gidelim şunun evini bir yoklayalım bakalım. Bak ha. Uzaktan trafik sesleri şehre gece çöküyor. Doğudan bordo renkli bir ışık geliyor. Ha, bir şey daha vardı sanki.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Yarın. Okay. Tamam. Hadi aşağı çıkalım o zaman. Hızlıca ikinci elciyi bulmamız lazım ama oraya nasıl gidiyorduk ki ya? Aradan bir zaman geçti. Kilise, balıkçı, Martinez. Balıkçı barakaları, kilise. Mesela bak buralara hiç gitmedik. Bakayım oraya. Buralar yeni. Neymiş? Nasıl? Olur. Aha, ikinci el dükkan. Buldum.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
Not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. This
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump?
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Evet, 200 lira elimize alalım.
I meant no offense. 200 real.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Okey, bize verdi.
the rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Karpostal, teğmeni mendilini satmayalım tabii ki. Neymiş? Karpostal. Onu soracağım. Demedim, böyle bir şey satmak istemiyorum şu an.
Somebody's summer dinghy rates is 31. What a pleasant time that was. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it. Sure, I can keep it behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now. A pin from 31 ought to be priced at $3.10, but sure thing.
Okay.
So, do you want to sell anything? Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time,
Bir şeyim yok, evet. Sattığımız geri. Ya sen bunu geri versene.
Fortunately, yes, you did, but this is how pawn shops make profit. So
Sen ver bunu bana geri. Ben bunu geri götüreceğim.
anything else I can do for you today?
Paramız var zaten.
I
Borçlarımızı
doubt
bize.
it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
He
Peki.
doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Halk meclisi.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
Ben de
I
sizi birkaç
promptly
gün...
sold her the
Aha.
gun you pawned a couple days back.
Silahımızı
This is a pawn
satmışız.
shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Peki.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Tamam, biz bunu kimi bir yatmaya gidip sonra geri dönmeliyiz. Tamam, konuyu kapatalım. Alıcı polis
She
miydi?
didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. Truth
Peki.
be told, she was terrifying.
Kadın
Right,
korkunçtu.
so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Nerede
My
bulabilirim?
apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or...
A needle
Ah,
in a
bilmiyor.
haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Evet. O zaman bir sonraki bölümde buraya gelip tekrardan bunu soralım. Uyumayı deneyelim. Kimsiz acaba buraya gelip tekrardan sorabiliyor muyuz? Bizi korumaya çalıştı çünkü adam. Bir de şurayı bir inceleriz zaten. Görüşmek üzere bir sonraki bölümde.